Hi everyone, Miss Morgan here. Today we're going to teach you how to make gingerbread for your gingerbread house, if you want to make the gingerbread cookie. I also recruited a couple of helpers today from Ollie's Snack Shack, Oliver himself.
Hi.
And Mrs. Morgan, aka Granny J.
Hi everybody. All right, first of all, we're going to start with the dry ingredients. And the dry ingredients are, and I can't see that far, Miss Morgan. The dry ingredients are the flour, the baking soda, and baking powder. So we're gonna put all of that in a bowl. We're gonna mix it a little bit, and then we'll put the rest of the ingredients in there.
Once you're done just kind of mixing that a little bit, you're going to set it aside and you're going to work on your wet ingredients. So Oliver's going to take this back here a little bit and continue mixing. Right here, gently. Okay, and we're going to work on our wet ingredients now. Our wet ingredients include 2 sticks of unsalted butter. If you use margarine, it's going to come out a little bit different consistency. Butter's mostly used in baking for a reason. The consistency is a little bit thicker after you cook it, because this is a saturated fat.
Right, while Miss Morgan's softening the butter, Oliver and I are putting a cup of brown sugar. I think you put a little too much, too. It's okay.
All right, so you want 1 cup of dark brown sugar.
Got it?
1 cup. 1?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I did not expect it.
All right. So next, you can either put this in a stand mixer or you can go old-fashioned and use a hand mixer. You're going to kind of mix together first, and then you're going to want to cream this together. Now remember our science lessons? And I'm going to correct myself. The speed isn't the one that actually creates the heat. It's the friction of the 2 ingredients mixing together that is causing the heat.
Now, Oliver, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add all the spices.
Now, these are the spices,
Yeah.
right?
The spices is what makes the taste.
Yeah.
All right, your first spice you're going to add in here are 4 teaspoons ground ginger.
Ground ginger.
Yes, 4 teaspoons ground ginger. Okay, 4 teaspoons of ground ginger and 4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon.
What's a tablespoon?
No. Ooh. We only have 1 teaspoon here?
Okay, of cinnamon. You need 4.
4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. Now we're going to combine our flour. Once you are done, this is what it's going to kind of sort of what it's going to look like. Now you want to put it in a dough like ball, and then you want to chill it for at least an hour. And that's what we're going to do now.
Okay, everyone, we are back with our chilled gingerbread dough. If you notice, it's super hard. One thing, we did not separate it into threes before we put it in. It's not a skirt, it's an apron.
It's not a skirt.
There you go. All right, so we're gonna separate it now. It really isn't that hard to separate. And depending on how big of a tray you have, you might not even need to separate it. While we're separating it, you definitely want to turn your oven on and set it for 350 degrees. You just have these awesome little loaves that take one of your loaves, put it right smack dab in the middle of your can I have another piece of parchment? Okay, if you don't want to deal with anything sticking, you can just sandwich it in between two pieces of parchment, and you can just roll your dough. You want to roll your dough about 1/8 inch thick. Okay, remember our awesome map that we made, our net? Now it's time to take this net apart. If we So I'm taking apart my piece. I'm just gently laying it on here because I really don't want it to get stuck because I think that's gross. I'm taking my knife and I am just following my pattern. We're gonna pop this in our oven that has been preheated to 350 degrees. And we are going to let it cook for about 15 minutes. Okay, while that's cooking, we are gonna work on the sides. Now, because of the amount of dough that I made, before I put this in and while the other ones come out, I've decided I do want a couple of windows. So I am going to carefully cut a few windows out. All right, everyone, we took these out. These have been out for about 15 minutes. They're starting to harden up. They were pretty squishy when they came out, but you can hear them. They're starting to harden up. These ones just came out. They're still pretty squishy, but about 15, 20 minutes later, they will start to harden up as well. We're going to leave them here overnight so that they can really get that thickness. And then actually, before they harden up, I'm going to trim these out right here to make those windows less puffy because they puffed up whenever they were in the oven.